Hi everyone! This week I'm going to be breathing air for the first time. I've never breathed air before. This is a whole new experience for me and I'm ready to give it a go. Yeah, I don't think it's for me. So I keep hearing the term maximalism cropping up, especially as a response to minimalism. I didn't know minimalism was a question that warranted a response. And I'll try not to go on and on and on and on and on. As you may know, I quite like minimalism. It allows me to spend less time deliberating on banal decisions, it keeps my environment less cluttered, and it helps me organise. For me, it's about simplification and making your life easier. And you are able to own stuff that you like. So I'm curious to know what maximalism is about and why people follow it. When I search for maximalism, most of the results are around interior design. Although Wikipedia is quick to alert me that there are a lot of things that take identity from maximalism. A Marxist concept, political ideology, theological/archaeological concept, and an album. Courtney McLeod, owner and director of Right Meets Left Interior Design, explains, Maximalist design is all about expressing your individuality and unique perspective. Maximalists don't care what the Joneses think. They design for their own joy, incorporating well-considered and bold colour palettes, interesting prints, statement lighting, and curated accessories. For me, it's not about too much stuff in a place. It's about creating a bold and interesting mix for the eye to enjoy.
Hello, I'm Abigail Ahern. I'm a designer and a retailer, and I am pretty obsessed with interiors. Here, my eye's over here, and then it's over here, and oh no, that's cool, and it's over there. And it feels really engaging and exciting, and that's why I'm so obsessed with this whole maximalist more is more thing.
I can appreciate that empty space can be unstimulating for some, but I can't relate. This woman clearly has a lot of passion for the items that she brings into her life. And so do I just don't bring a lot of them in. And I can walk around my flat without swerving to avoid piles of stuff.
For me, there's 3 key tricks in pulling this off. So basically, don't use more than 3 or 4 colours in a room.
Minimalism would never.
The second component in creating a really maximist space is playing around with scale. Chandelier that's big, hung quite low over a table. And the reason that I'm doing this is because I want the space to feel magical.
It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
The third component is texture and pattern. Every texture has to oppose the one it's next to.
Battle of the textures! See they plastic chairs, they think they're pure special, but they're no. What fabric is sofa even made of? Is it suede? I don't bloody ken. Sorry to all my non-Scottish viewers, apparently I think that all my furniture speaks in Scots. I'll subtitle it for you.
I don't think that you can feel completely happy when you have one table, a few chairs around it, and a load of white paint going on. Because I think if we all embrace more is more, we would live in a happier place.
She's allowed to enjoy more in her own way. I am a neurodivergent person, but I wouldn't say that I experience sensory overload, but I do get very distracted in a busy environment. So for people who do experience sensory overload, walking into a room with competing colours, patterns and textures must be really intense. It can't objectively be a happier place for everyone, in the same way that I know minimalism isn't a happy place for everyone. If this is your preference, be maximalist, like that's fine. I just think this woman's dream of a maximalist world is daft. For me, minimalism also provides a way to combat overconsumption. I used to buy loads of stuff that I might need one day and then never use any of it. So now I'm very conscious of what I bring into my life, and that stops me from mindlessly accumulating. But when I'm finished with an item or I no longer find it fashionable, it still exists. I have to get rid of it, but it's still out there in the world. I can either find it a new home or, of course, I can dump it. But either way, it's still going to be there. Not everything just decomposes, especially plastic. And so that kind of thought process prevents me from buying a whole load of new stuff. If I don't buy it from this shop, then this shop won't order more, then the factory won't make more, and then... Hi! If I don't buy it, then maybe the shop won't order more, which means the factory won't create more of them, which means maybe there'll be less plastic produced. somewhere along the way. It must help. Don't get me wrong, it is annoying to go through that thought process every single time you need something, but I would rather do this than feed the cycle. So what role does maximalism play here? I expected to see articles pointing at maximalism and accusing it of encouraging overconsumption. But I found maximalism articles pointing at minimalism and calling it out for not being environmentally friendly.
That man's an imposter. That man is the imposter.
Maximalism is kind of saying that it's like, keep your stuff, don't throw anything away, save the planet. I don't know how to say this kindly. But you're gonna die someday and your stuff isn't gonna go with you. So it still needs to find a place in the world. And not only can you donate your old stuff, but you can also buy things second hand so that we're just circulating the things that already exist and don't need to create new stuff. I've just had an epiphany. This is a Venn diagram of minimalism and maximalism.
Realizing stuff, and everyone around me were all just like realizing things.
It's fine to be maximalist or minimalist. It actually feels like the root of both lifestyles is pretty similar. Maybe the real objective of everything is to live intentionally. If you look around your space and it makes you happy, then it's the right lifestyle for you. Thank you for watching this video today. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing and liking, and if you know anyone else who would enjoy this content, then please share it with them. Buy them 80 second-hand teapots, write a letter from the URL of this video on each teapot, and allow them to unscramble the maximalist mystery, becoming obsessed with my video and a fan for life. Or however you want to share it is fine. See you next time.